What's crack-a-lackin', literary geeks? I am filming on my phone today, so this is new and a little bit weird. Maybe it's just because final season is happening and I'm in both philosophy and psychology classes, but I started to think about all of these metaphors and you're constantly thinking about like what things mean and symbolism. At the same time, the other day I was trying to shoot a Bookstagram photo so badly. I don't know why, I was just in a mood and I was like, I wanna make something, I wanna create a photo. So I tried so hard, I like put on a sweater and had cute socks. And unfortunately I don't have any photos of it because it was awful and I just scrapped the whole thing entirely. And then a couple days later I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try again. Let me try this other color scheme. I wanted to do something in blue. So I pulled down all the green and blue books I had. I got myself a blue and gray sweater, had my books and I had my mug and I had my camera ready and I sat down, like organized all the stuff and I tried to shoot it so badly, and I was going with this kind of green and blue and yellow color scheme and it didn't work. I tried putting different books different places, I tried pairing it with different socks, I tried moving things around, I tried different positions with my legs, and I just couldn't do it. It looked so weird. I did recover a photo of what it did look like, so this was my failed attempt here. It's not terrible, but at the same time looking at it, like, I am not proud to post that to the internet as like a shining achievement. I feel like my legs look awkward and the books themselves are just too clustered together. I didn't really see it until afterward, but like just looking at it on my camera, I was like, something about this is not right. But because I wanted so badly to shoot this kind of blue scheme, I was like, alright, let me try again. So I took some of the same books and I got some new books and I put on a different pair of socks and a new sweater. I know, I like redid a lot of stuff. And then I sat down and I took more photos, and those ones turned out way better. I'll insert a picture here. So this is the actual Bookstagram photo that I ended up posting onto my Instagram account, which is A Model Who's Read, spelled R-E-A-D, if any of you are wondering. And as I was posting this, I was kind of thinking to myself, like, alright, you know, just change a couple of things. Like, you don't have to scrap the whole idea entirely. Like, you're still in the mindset of it, you still want to do it, let's just tweak. And then that started me thinking on the whole fact that me posting a Bookstagram photo is basically the same thing as writing a manuscript. You have this grand idea, in my case, I want to do something blue themed, and you want to do it, so you do it. You pull some stuff, you put some things down, you're gonna write stuff, you're gonna write characters, you're gonna have different leg positioning, you're gonna make an idea of a photo or a book. And through all this tweaking and changing and editing, sometimes you end up with a great photo. Same with a manuscript. Sometimes you have a clear idea in your head and you write it all down, and sure, there are some things that get mixed around, or maybe once you get to a certain point your editor is saying you need to change some stuff, but overall it stays relatively the same and you have like a clear head going through the entire thing. Then sometimes you have ideas for these Instagram photos or books that you try and you try and you try and you just can't get it to work. So in the end, you have to scrap it. Like, last week I tried to do this thing with like this orangey sweater, and I tried freaking like 3 different pairs of socks, I tried like all these books, I tried sitting on my bed, I tried sitting on the floor, I tried adding pillows, and just, I don't know why, I could not make it work. It just looked awkward and weird and the colors just weren't matching. Maybe because it was like a weird color the socks I had. Anyways, it got scrapped and it's never seen the light of day. Like, I'm sure a lot of my manuscripts, and like I'm sure a lot of your manuscripts. Sometimes, like my blue and green and yellow idea, it was almost there. Like, I had a vague plan of what I wanted to do, and I tried it and didn't quite work. But from then, I edited and I changed and I switched some things around and I made it into my new blue and white picture that I ended up posting, that ended up getting put out into the world. That could be like one of your books. Maybe originally you want to do some kind of pirate book and you're like, yes, this is gonna be awesome. And then as you're writing it, maybe you're like, you know what, let's add some magic. And then halfway through, you're like, I don't know, I think I liked it better without the magic, so you take the magic away. Or maybe your editor is saying, hey, I really like this, but could you add more of this color? Could you add more of that sock? Can you add maybe less of that one book because it's just too clunky in the middle and it's making the whole thing like lopsided, it doesn't look very symmetrical, you know? Metaphors. I like to say that writing is an art, and I think like any artist, Sometimes you know what you want to do and it works out, and sometimes you know what you want to do and it doesn't work out. Sometimes you don't know what you want to do and something just appears out of good luck and some surprise circumstances. So whatever book you're writing, whether it's working or it's not, it's okay. You can keep going with it, you can tweak it, maybe you'll fall in love with it later. Maybe you just haven't discovered the thing that will make it amazing yet. Maybe you're so focused on trying to display and talk about one thing, you're kind of neglecting another thing that you really should bring more of into it. Because remember, the only thing that really matters is the final result that you give to all the people that have no idea how much effort went into making that final thing. Join us for our live chat on Sunday at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time here on YouTube. Please leave all extended metaphors in the comments, and I hope to see you guys all there.